for Curries Corner with Pat Currie
Hey, Jen, what about me?
and Pete Kent. I Bab Ford in Reed City, Wenger Insurance, and Big Rapids Pennzoil and Auto Repair.
Along with Zot's Bar and Grill. And here we are. Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning, Bob. Great morning.
I got to say, I got to give a shout out.
Oh, wait a minute.
I got to give a shout out. I got to give a shout out to Cody.
Just say good morning, America.
I got to give a shout out to Cody and Eric Schneider and some of our listeners, Dave. You know, it's crazy. I probably had about 15, 20 people this week say they love our show.
Good.
And they like the interaction. And I'm sorry we interrupt a lot. And, you know, a couple of times when I go stuttering like that, I'm not trying to belittle people that had a problem with stuttering, because I stuttered as a kid. But I'm just having fun. And I hope everybody takes it for that. Go ahead, Pat.
No, I want to whistle as a Dixie.
There you go.
You know, there's a lot of great songs out there right now, and a lot of songwriters like Alan Jackson and have you know, like Bobby, Pete, and Pat.
Yeah.
Bobby, Pete, and Pat.
Have we written any songs
yeah.
yet? We have to read.
Good morning, America. But Dan Terry's hitting the charts.
Yeah.
Or isn't he?
Dan Terry?
Yeah, do you know Dan?
He doesn't know who Dan
Edward
Terry
Jones.
is.
Yeah.
He was in the Pioneer there. I knew Dan Terry when he first moved to town 30 years ago. Great.
Where'd he live? Where'd he live?
When he first came to town, in a house.
He lived over across from the hospital almost.
Did he? I can't
close
remember.
by the hospital.
Well, what the hell's that got to do with anything?
Hey,
Bob,
why are you?
what relevance is that 30 years ago?
Swearing on the air?
That's
like
not
that?
swear.
That's swearing.
You want to hear swear?
Yeah.
You ought to get on
If we hear
Instagram.
You ought to come.
Facebook.
You ought to come to Curry's every
Terrible.
morning and listen to
I'll
swearing.
tell you,
going
some
on.
of the rottenest language people in the world around that. Well,
right.
anyway, I'll say heck. I apologize to you
Yeah,
guys.
please say
But
heck.
anyway,
Here we go.
Yeah, thank you, Bobby. But anyway, Dan Terry's wrote a lot of songs.
Yes, he
sings
has.
the songs.
Yeah.
He doesn't sound like Alan Jackson, but I think he's
folk
got
singer.
Great,
He's kind of like a folk singer.
Yeah.
And he's a really nice guy. Really.
Yeah, he is. You know, Dan, if you read the article, did you read the article?
I did.
I didn't.
Well,
either.
but anyway, congratulations, Dan Terry.
Who did he take over
we
from?
should have
you
him
know?
on
Do you
here.
know who he took him over from? Who?
Jeff Butterfield.
I think it was Ron Ditmar. Maybe
No,
I'm wrong.
no, Ron
Jeff
was
Butterfield?
after that.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll stand and be corrected. I'm sorry.
Ron came in later. But anyway, Jeff Butterfield was the first one came to town.
He had a lot of hair. He was like Bob. He had a lot of hair in his hair.
Me?
Head.
A lot of hair?
Just like you.
Yeah,
Just
okay,
like you.
if you say so.
Not bushy
Anyway,
eyebrows, though. Not
Bob,
bushy
you know
eyebrows.
Charlie Knuth?
I do not know.
All right, I didn't think so. He
I don't know anybody.
he owned Paris Market.
Oh, okay.
Where Casey's up there,
Yeah.
Casey Counselor.
Okay.
And when we were kids, Kenny Kessler had the store across from his, and we'd frequent both of them for beverages.
Right?
But Charlie had a heart attack on his 87th.
Wow.
Yeah, and shipped him to Grand Rapids. I guess he's
When was
coming
this?
out
When was this?
this
Pat?
Friday, I think.
He had surgery?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
my goodness.
And
sorry
87
for
years
him.
old. And Barb Knuth, her and Lynn Goldthwait, myself, and oh my gosh, we had a great time driving school bus back in the day.
Lynn passed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Barb, she drove school bus for most of her life.
Did they fire you, Pat, or did you quit from driving a bus?
I retired.
Did you retire?
There you go.
Yeah.
After I put 4 kids off the bus for smoking in the back of the bus, and they
Yeah,
had to
right.
walk home for a mile and a half, their daddy wasn't too happy.
He really got mad because we put cameras in the bus and they could check them on the kids.
Yeah,
What's
that's
up with
right.
the? Did you ever check on the vaping
I
going
did.
on in the buses?
Yeah.
What?
I don't know a thing about it. They don't know a thing about it.
Okay.
I don't think there's any vaping going on.
Good. Bury your head. Bury your head, Peter.
I heard
Bury your
there
head.
was in the back of the bus. I heard that. I did hear that, but I haven't heard any more about it.
Maybe it stopped.
No, I think it has stopped. Yeah.
Good. Boy, we're glad it stopped.
Hey, let me ask you, Pat, what are you doing Super Bowl Sunday coming up Sunday?
I don't know. Probably boycotting it.
Boycott?
There you go.
What's the halftime show going to be like?
Oh, I don't know, but who do you think's going to win the football game?
I
Who's
like
playing?
L.A. and Cincinnati, obviously. Everybody knows that out there. But I'm going to pick Cincinnati.
I'm picking L.A.
I hope you're right.
For a coffee, I like Stafford. I
Well,
really like. Because
he
he
deserves
wasn't any good. We didn't have a good quarterback.
He deserves
He went out
it. But
to
I'll
LA
tell you,
and
the
became,
thumping
Super
that
Bowl
Cincinnati put on Kansas City, unbelievable.
Oh yeah, but wait till he gets
Right,
Aaron
Bobby?
Donald and the crew at
I don't
LA.
think. I don't know. Cincinnati's
Oh, yeah.
pretty
Well,
good.
I'd give the edge to Los Angeles for the simple reason
They
they're
got 3.5,
playing.
4-point favorite.
Yeah, well, they're playing in their own
stadium, yeah.
So there you go. The home
Yeah.
field advantage, which only
Yeah.
the second time in Super
Yeah.
Bowl history.
Yeah.
Last year in Tampa Bay,
Tampa.
and now in
Brady retired, by the way.
Yep.
Really.
Yeah.
Good. Time for some young blood to come up, like Mahomes and.
Well, let me just say, I want to just say hi to our sponsors, Bab. And we just had coffee with Seth Winger this morning.
Did you?
Yeah, he came in, had a little coffee action with us. And I want to say hi to, Kim came in, but the Zach man is working at Big Rapids, Pennzoil.
Yeah.
So make sure you go in and see the auto doctor there. And the other one is, it's a little bit early to go in the Zot's bar.
Yeah, well.
And I don't
they're
think
closed today. They're open tomorrow.
I don't think they're open today. But we 103.9 WBZX. We are the all new. I'm not going to say country station. All new 80s and plus.
Right,
we are the big number
Pete
one.
just bought the station. We're country now.
And if I bought this station, it would be country.
Okay, well.
And Christmas music.
Country and Christmas music. Oh, that would be interesting.
What do you think, Pat?
Well, I think you ought to go over to the country station. They'd probably love to have you.
Hey, we got a school board meeting next Monday night. Or you can voice some concern.
No, I don't want
to
talk about school except for one thing.
What?
Okay.
What is it, Bob?
What is it? You tell me.
You don't know?
Well, tell me.
Basketball.
Okay.
Big Rapids.
What about it?
Big Rapids Reed
Season's
City.
winding down.
They played last night, didn't they?
Yeah.
How'd Big Rapids do?
1-2.
Big Rapids did? Isn't that great?
I don't think there was a loser. Boy, I tell you what, both teams played hard.
Did both teams win?
Well, there's only one by two. That's
No, I mean, the boys and girls both played? You don't know. You just don't know.
You have it, don't you, Bob?
I'd have to look it up. I'm just thinking.
Aren't you the sports enthusiast for Big Rapids WB?
Yeah, Bobby is.
No, we have no skin in this game, so
I would say, I'd say Big Rapids probably won the girls too.
And read
maybe
the front
somebody
page.
should call us in.
Be one way. Listen, front page of the Pioneer, and a great article on the Heiss girl.
Okay, hold on.
Riley
you guys
Heiss.
talk, and
I don't think
Riley
we want to
Heiss.
talk.
She did a great job, and she's kind of the leader, the spark plug. She has been since she's been a freshman, and she was all-state honorable mention. So the last couple of years in 2 sports, which is pretty great. So what do you have to say about that?
Nothing. I'm letting you ramble. I ain't going to enter.
Go ahead and ramble.
He started it, so
one thing concerns me right now is
What's that?
And we got to stop texting and driving. I won't bore you with it, but I seen it again today.
And Bob is on his phone texting while we're doing the radio.
Well,
show.
no, I'm not texting.
driving.
I'm looking at your score up here.
But I'll tell you what, this young lady in front of me at Maple in Michigan the other day going west.
Yeah.
The light turned green. I saw her in the front of course, and she was texting.
Yep.
I didn't pump my horn because last time I did that, I got the big middle finger thrown at me. So I'm sitting there.
They call that the bird.
And there's nobody behind me. So I thought, I'm just going to sit here and wait and see how long she sits there. Well, those lights are like 25 seconds, And anyway, so we sat there, it seemed like for eternity, and she sat there.
You probably have the score coming in.
She went and looked up. The light was turning yellow, and she hit that gas.
Gunned out. She left.
Flew out of there. I mean, she trumped.
And you sat there another.
Drove right up the next light, went right through the red light. She was stunned, I think. I just like, what the heck are you doing? I said, heck.
Yeah, good boy.
Went right through the old, nobody coming. Flew through that red light. I thought, what is going through that girl's mind? But anyway.
So they play because I have here that the Big Rapids Cardinals play Lakeview today at 7 p.m.
Where's that? In Lakeview or Big Rapids?
I guess at Lakeview. So
at Lakeview, yeah. Hey, I want to tell you something. I had a big break at Curries this morning.
Oh, good.
And boy, was it big, and was it good. And I want to say a shout out. I want to say a shout out to Mark because he was in there. I played a little cribbage this morning with Don.
You're very rude.
I skunked him and I beat him 2 games. But I want to say hi to Matt. I want to say hi to my 2 favorite girls, Lisa and Abby, and they work. They're kind of the nucleus of Curries. But if you haven't stopped in and had Pat's, ask for Pat's Special. That's 2 eggs, sausage or bacon, and toast with raspberry jam.
It's not ham?
And homemade, and boy, is it good.
Yeah.
Our breakfast burritos are probably the best.
They're going.
If they
they're going fast.
Sometimes the girls, depending on what girl works, but some of the girls forget to put the eggs in there, so it's a lot of sausage, Cheese. Just come back and get some eggs. We'll throw some in there.
That'd be the
and a little
meat lover special.
Sausage, yeah, he does a great job on the sausage.
And tell me about the bread pudding and the soup and the chili and casserole. And
chili's real good. Soup.
We have great croutons in there, by the way.
Yeah.
Do you know that?
Yeah. Hey,
you didn't know
what?
that.
I had to go to Port Huron yesterday.
You had to pick up a horse.
Yeah. And
how'd that work out?
Good. But anyway,
you made it in 5 hours there and back. That was fast.
No, I only went 65. Not
Joe Wegman, tell them how
So
fast
let me ask you this: have they fixed I-69 out of Port Huron? That was like the worst. It was the worst piece of road ever.
Some of it still.
Yeah, okay.
Bad. But no, I was surprised. Some of it's pretty good.
Talking about Whitmer fixing the damn roads. That's one damn road that needs fixing.
You're swearing a little bit this morning.
Yeah, I know. Well,
anyway,
hey,
that
I take my cue from the
terrible.
governor.
That thing will take your boobies right off your chest.
Yeah,
wow.
did a couple of times.
Yeah.
I don't want to go to Canada anymore.
My throat. But this day, I think they must have ground some of it down, Bob, last year.
Did they? Okay. Yeah, because that was a rough.
Oh, my Lord, all the way through. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
half the truck traffic coming from Canada comes over that bridge, so you know.
Oh, you see the truckers are blocking that.
Yeah.
The truckers, there's hundreds of trucks blocking that, so you can't get into Canada.
Yeah.
And the Canadians are blocking, so you can't get out of Canada.
Yep.
Well,
so
and they're in
I'm
Ottawa,
talking about an ambassador
going
bridge.
around the capital and blowing their horn.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
So.
And they're blocking the whole city. Everybody doesn't know the capital of Canada is Ottawa, of Ontario.
Parliament Hill.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah.
I do have the scores here. So
okay, let's hear
we'll go back a couple here. This was from Friday now.
No, they played last night, Monday.
I don't have it. They're playing tonight.
They played Monday makeup game. Monday night makeup game.
I'm going with what they
Friday, the girls lost and the boys won. We know that.
Okay.
But Monday, they played in Reed City.
Okay.
So if anybody knows those scores, please call in and let us know. What's that number, Bob?
231-592-1039.
Thank you very much. And I'm sorry I didn't go.
Yeah.
I was not feeling well. I didn't even know if I was going to make the radio show this morning.
Ooh.
I know.
That would be.
It's crazy. I know.
We do worry about you.
Come on, Pat, spit it out. What do you think?
Well, I'm just listening to both of you guys.
Well, we listened to tape of Pat and I on the show.
Boring.
It is kind of boring to listen to us
I want to talk about.
And you know what? All he does is talk.
For a minute, Pete.
All he does is talk.
Frickin' minute.
Talk.
I want to bring up a couple parents that are doing a great job in Big Rapids.
Who's that?
Scott Ruggles and Charlie Pippen.
Charlie Pippen.
The reason I bring them up.
How about Shane Strickland?
Are you done?
How about Kurt Grabronski?
I ain't talking about every great parent. I'm just talking about the last couple of days in sports. Scott Ruggles' boy there.
Yeah.
You know Scott, Bob?
How about his daughter?
How about
his daughter? Don't just say it's boy. How about his daughter?
I didn't think so. You done?
Yeah, I'm done.
Scott Ruggles raising his boy to be a good little man. Not little, he's quite large, actually. But anyway, he played a real tough game last night. Reed City guys that I know up there texted me and said the Ruggles boy's a true athlete. So I just wanted to mention his name today, which I can't think of his first name right now. You know it, Bob?
No.
Hell, you don't know his dad, let alone the kid, right?
That's right.
But anyway, again,
I'm sequestered in my little booth here. They don't let me.
Well, I know the boy too, and I can't think of his first name. Shouldn't be here. But anyway, Charlie Pittman.
Not Pittman, it's Pippen.
Whatever.
Pippen.
Like
his boy, hats off to him. His boy there, he's playing real well. Jack Ruggles, Heather Miller just texted to me. Thank you, Heather.
What is it? What'd
you
she
should
say?
be on here and give us a young. Yep, Jack. Yep. That's too funny.
Did she give us the score, the basketball scores? Did she give us the basketball scores from last night?
Scott Ruggles' son, Jack. My hat's off to him.
Thanks, Heather.
True leader. And
I got it here,
doing
too.
Real well for
Thank
Big
you, Wendell
Then
Turner.
Charlie's boy, Heather. What's Charlie boy's? I am losing. Well, you got me confused. Your mouth are rattling off like a chicken wheels.
I love this because you forget somebody's name and all of our phones go off. It's great.
He's getting a little Alzheimer's. What is the score, Bob? Please tell us.
Nobody, they said Jack. I have Jack. You have Jack. Thank you, Wendell Turner.
Anyway, Brendan is
Charlie
Pittman.
Charlie.
Thank you, Heather, again.
Heather, you got to come on and be our third.
I know. I don't know why she isn't.
Well, she could take over for me. I can leave.
Well, not only that, but she could be right there.
She could be your helper. She could be your helper.
She knows everybody from the Pee Wee League to the majors.
Yeah. And she won't
Heather,
get you.
You're on next week.
And just think. You doing 90 mile an hour, she can talk to your husband as you're in jail. She'll give you coffee and donut or Danish. So go ahead.
Well, anyway, I just got this from Mr. Miller. Big Rapids boys played only and was makeup from the canceled game.
Yeah.
They won 50-48. Jack Ruggles had 22 points, including a 3-pointer to win it.
To win the game.
Whoa!
Wow!
Hey, that's great.
Thanks, Brian.
Yeah. So anyway, you know who was the last time somebody won the game against Reed City? In Reed City?
Pat Currie?
2000. 3.
Matt Currie.
Adam Currie.
Adam Currie.
Yeah.
I knew one of the Curries.
The ball, Tom Kernovik's boy Matt was supposed to kick the ball into Anthony Kurowitz at the top of the key.
That's soccer. They don't kick.
You're going to let me continue here, Pete? You're on a roll. You had too much weed this morning.
They pass.
What?
They don't kick.
Anyway, kick it out to him.
They don't kick.
Anyway,
they pass.
Whatever. Adam was over on the right side, 3-point line. Nobody guarding him. Threw it to him. Boom. Just let it fly. Hank Ware and I sat in the stands. They won the game.
Were you with Hank Ware?
Yep.
Did they carry him off the field, off the basketball court?
Who,
Adam?
Hank?
Adam.
No.
I wish he would have carried Hank off the basketball
Jesse
court.
Kiley went in, and Jesse was coaching. Then he went into his locker room, and he said, he figures it took a cousin of mine to beat us.
Yeah.
Because we're related to the Kileys.
Who else are you related to in town?
Half of it.
Yeah, I'm related.
Hey, you know what?
I'm related by marriage to you. You know that.
All right, now I'm going to talk about, since I'm talking about, but anyway, my hat's off to Charlie and Scott Ruggles for Brendan and Jack.
Yeah.
Both. How could I forget Jack Ruggles' name? My little grandson, Jack. Yep. It does.
Sorry, Jack. I mean, if you're listening in, you know.
Before you guys interrupt me again, my hat's off to another man in town, and it's Rex Schuberg.
Okay.
Rex,
Why?
Because he's the unsung hero a little bit here, because I tell you what, when it comes to congratulations or setting a party up for somebody or helping out like the all-class reunion, he helped us with that the 2 times we did it. But anyway, last week he put on a welcoming congratulations to the Ferris football coach. Nobody else did that.
I saw the picture on Facebook. Yeah, you were.
But anyway, all the coaches were there, and I'm telling you, they were excited about the congratulation party that Rex put on for him. Yeah. He fed them. He gave them beverages. They reminisced about the year. He had tapes on the TV, and just he has a pool.
Where was it held?
At Carly's place, up above Schuberg Insurance there. And he's got a pool table up there, so he had advertising, and he had a couple pole girls in there doing dances and stuff like that.
Hot tubs.
Hot tub, in the back. Yeah.
Parties are getting a little out of control here.
But Rex is just a super good guy. I mean, nobody else could do what he did. I mean, nobody else.
Well, his siblings, I'm telling you, his son.
We won't go there.
Tyler. And his sister does a good job.
Yep, does a great job. But anyway, great family, no doubt. But Rex, my hat's off to you again. You pulled one. And he's throughout the night, he gave a nice speech. And I tell you, he's a hell of a coach.
Heck of a coach, yeah. He really is.
He thanked everybody but himself.
Yep.
That's a true champion there, isn't it?
Hey, can I just say, I was really glad to see Bouldry, the little Bouldry. I mean, I love the guy to death. His sister worked with us at the Cleaners back in the 60s, Pam. I'm glad to see Fitzgerald's Mike's doing better. So, I pray, these young guys, they're having these heart attacks, and it's almost scary. Or valve replacement, and I saw Gordy Allers this morning. Gordy was in the hospital for 4 days this week, and he got out. And I want to talk about our mayor. Our mayor came in yesterday when Pat was on Port Huron, going to Port Huron. He went to the hospital. He had a broken rib, and the rib, by the way, punctured his lung. And his both eyes were black, and it was the stuff was going throughout of his whole body. But they sent him home. He went back into the hospital, and what a trooper he was! He went last night after being out of the hospital. Went to a meeting on the sewers, like Pat say, flushing the tour.
Yep.
And he's just
Art Carney was there.
He has been such a great addition to mayor of Big Rapids. I mean, he said he wished Pat and I hadn't talked to him and going into it, because there's so much work involved that he didn't realize.
We picked a great candidate.
But we did. We really did. And another one we got is
Brian Miller. That's what you put into it, too. I mean,
you know what? We haven't had a mayor, and we've had some good mayors. Don't get me. I'm not slamming anybody.
No.
But Larry Cox was a lot.
He was good.
Fred is going to be only a bigger.
Fred's a bigger Larry Cox. A doer. He's not a talker. Right. He's a doer. Right. He gets involved.
He gets involved.
He does not want the accolades like another guy I know named PC, Pat Currie.
Yeah.
He likes accolades. He always says, "Oh, I'm in the paper this morning. Am I on the radio this morning?" You. Oh, why didn't they put me in the paper this morning?
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. You do. No,
Pete's buying the Pioneer too, along with the radio.
I don't buy it. I get it free. I get it free, by the way.
No, I mean you're going to buy the paper. You're not going to buy the paper. You're going to buy the paper.
I look at it. Currie's free. I don't buy it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't buy.
No, I'm saying you're going to buy the newspaper.
Oh yeah, I'd buy the newspaper.
You'll be in it every day, and Pat will be in it every day.
I would put
Maybe
Pat in there every single day.
There you go.
And you know, one
Pat's
thing I was looking at the Big Rapids Realty was sold. I always kid Joe Basho. He's a realtor, and I love the guy. I love the guy to death.
Yeah.
But he was supposed to be. He's a realtor, Big Rapids Realty, and you know, for the last 3-4 years, he's never had his picture. Everyone else's picture's in there except Joe. And I said, Joe, why isn't your picture in the paper? I don't know why it's not. And he's such a great guy.
Well, he's in the school bus. My gosh, he was over in Minnesota.
All over he drives. He drives all over.
Took the girls up and the boys down south.
Yeah, I'm trying to get him to drive to the Big Rapids High School, the bus system.
Yeah, he's having a good time.
How do you know?
Well, look at him. He's looking good, isn't he?
Is he?
Healthy.
Is he?
Yeah.
Is he?
Not sick.
Well, Mary keeps him well.
Mm-hmm. Well, folks, if you want to buy your child or children or young adult something that they can be proud to wear,
is what that you got a flyer there.
Currie's hat. Currie's Amico hat.
Become a member of the Curries Hat Club.
Just a name.
No.
It's more than a name. It's a community. Curries Amico hat, red, white, and blue, $14. I
don't even have one.
Well, we're out right now. I got a new.
But you know, I get a little sick of that. You finally broke down and gave me a shirt. I love it. But I wear it to bed every night so I can cuddle up. You're cuddled up to me, buddy.
Oh boy!
I wear that shirt tonight.
He wears it during the day.
I wear Pat Currie's chest. He's on my chest.
You are cool.
WBZX Big Rapids, by the way, it is 2 after 9.
Are we the number one station in what kind of music?
80s and more, baby.
How about country? Do we play country at all?
Only when you're around.
Do we play Christmas music?
Only at Christmas.
Oh, okay. I can play that all year round. Yeah.
Well, before we forget Bob too, and I do forget a lot of things here, don't I?
Yeah. Well, you know, hey,
you do.
It's a freewheeling show. Things get forgotten.
Yeah.
Well, I want to not forget an important event coming up in Big Rapids, February 26th, which isn't very far away.
Yeah, it is.
It starts at 12:30.
Yep.
And you know where it's at?
It's going to be down by the Elks Club.
Yep. The plunge season is here.
Yeah.
The Polar Plunge, February 26th. That's on a Saturday at 12:30. And you know what that does? It benefits the Special Olympics.
Right. Yep.
Are you going to do that, Pat? Are you going to do that?
Yeah.
If you do it, I will.
No, he's not doing it. Yeah, Pete
if you do it, I will do it. If you do it, I'll do it.
I will not do it. No way.
You probably both have heart attacks.
Sadly, I had to.
Are you going to do it, Bob?
Sadly, I can't.
Yeah,
I'm going to be out of town.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm going to be doing my plunge in Florida.
Yeah, in the ocean.
In the ocean. In the pool. I don't do the
I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to put a period on your heads when I'm done talking. The Big Rapids Polar Plunge is in partnership with the city of Big Rapids, which we're grateful for. They block off the road there on Pine. And the Big Rapids Elks Club, Lodge 974. Now, I know that is because I've been a member for years. Mm-hmm. And they got a beautiful facility now, by the way. They got windows in there. You been in it, Pete?
Where?
At the Elks.
Played you tonight with your sister.
Oh, yeah.
Your daughter. Yeah,
it's beautiful.
It's great.
Josh Euling from Isabella Bank did a nice job along with partnership with the rest of the membership. Ben Brandt's got a big dinner coming up if you like.
He's a great guy,
brisket.
too. Ben, where's that?
At the Elks.
I'm coming. You let me know where it is. I'm coming.
Well, I got it right here on Facebook.
I'm coming. I'm coming.
Ben texted me and asked me if I would come, and
I'm coming.
I said, yeah, I'll bring my wife. She can eat my scraps.
You buy me a ticket and I'll go.
Ben, let me see.
You
Look
can't
it up,
find
Bob. Anybody know when Ben Brandt and Cheryl?
Ben, give us a call.
Give us a call at 796. There's it right there, Pete. What's that say?
I can't read it. That's not the number.
No, that's
a red, white, and blue number, but that's not the number.
Well, getting back to my original post here. Registration opens the a.m. The parade of costumes will begin shortly before the plunge at 12:30. The After Splash Best Bash will follow along with the 2022 award winners. Lunch will be provided for plungers and spectators.
How much is it, Pat? How much?
$5.
To be a plunger?
No, lunch. What? If you're not the plunger gets a free lunch.
How much is to be a plunger? $100?
No, you raise money.
I know, but how much is it? You know, they charge you something to jump in.
No, they don't.
Don't they?
Whatever you get.
Well, I will give a bit of penny on you to jump in.
You give me 1,000, I wouldn't do it. We are excited to see how we can grow in our second year partnering with the city of Big Rapids and the Elks Club. If you're interested in doing this, you can, for more information, Pat will sell us at 231-527-5238. Once again, 231-75238, or stop at Curry's BP or Curry's Amico.
There you go, right?
And towing.
See, that's how bad you are. You
don't even remember that.
And you were right. That stock is ballooned up. It went crazy yesterday. The stock did.
BP.
Yeah, no, the BP
Amoco?
Amco stock. Oh, yeah.
Amoco?
Yeah.
Good.
And Pat wanted to do that on the stock. No, don't be saying that on air.
Well, anyway, get out there, folks.
Yeah.
It's a very important. It's probably one of the biggest ones. You know,
I'm going to put you on the
fundraiser.
spot. I'm going to put you on the spot here. Pat wants to come in next Tuesday and talk to you about this.
Who does?
Pat Rosales.
Why does he want to do that?
Because he wants to talk about the Polar Fund.
Yeah, just for. But you know,
Pat, come on in next Tuesday and talk to these guys.
along with Heather Miller.
Yeah.
You know, I went to the Eagles the other night for roast beef dinner. They're having that, by the way, every Friday night. Let me finish. And I had the roast beef, and it was incredible. Stan and Dan Spadowski, they make they're kind of in charge of that thing. And Spadowski showed me the other night his basement is oh wow, you got to see his basement. It's incredible, and all these little miniature cars. And he's having a deal out there at the Eagles with the little cars.
We're going to talk about that.
So
later.
you want to make sure you call Dan and go thousands of them out there.
Yeah.
And Dan's got thousands of them in his
Like
house.
Matchbox cars? Or?
And I want to just say hi to Trish and Chad. Yeah, that's our euchre players.
Oh, good.
And I did want to say hi and thank you very much to Gretchen Spadowski. She got me, by the way, this was a hard thing to do, got me into the ISD for the party, and she got me in for the luncheon.
Oh, God.
And you know, I mean, they
We
were
paid
full
for
up.
that,
No,
taxpayers.
we did. Yeah, we did. I had to pay for it though.
No, you
Pete,
did?
if it's
Yeah.
free, it's me, Kent.
No.
Thank you, Bob.
It was not
You read
free.
him well.
Bob, it was not free.
Oh,
Believe
no?
me,
Okay.
not
All
free.
right.
What was so big about going to that?
Because it was the students prepared the luncheon.
Yeah.
And the students served the luncheon.
Well, couldn't anybody
And the
just go to
students
it?
worked the cash register.
Why couldn't anybody go?
Anybody could go, but they were full. They were full. They were sold out. And I just had Dan. I would
Gosh,
sure
that's
like to
good.
go to that luncheon. Gretchen called me within 6 hours and said, "We got you. We got you a table."
She's a great lady.
Oh, and she looks like Trish Yearwood. If we got the two girls together, they're pair of Trish Yearwoods. I don't know if they can both sing, but the Trish Yearwood from
You know who you look like?
who's that?
Who do you think you look like, Bob?
Clark Kent. From Superman.
Sammy Davis Jr.
Sammy Day. Oh, you're being.
You look a lot like
Yeah,
him.
right.
Yes, you
I
do.
gotta be me.
I gotta be me.
Let's
Hey,
take a quick coffee break and
no,
take care
yeah,
of
why
it.
don't
Take a coffee.
Oh, you wanna
Before
do
we
it?
quit, yeah.
Well, we're
Okay,
not
do it
quitting. We
quick.
have to do
You
a coffee
guys
break. We
do
got
it
lots
quick.
more to go here.
I know, but I want to talk about Ben Brandt and Cheryl.
Oh, okay.
All right, do you
Please
know Ben Brandt?
I do not know.
I didn't think so. But anyway, he's
That's my stock answer to everything. I don't know anybody.
Well, we're going to get him these days, which I
What
doubt,
did he
because
text
he's
you?
humble.
What did he text you?
He didn't text me anything, but I know on Friday, February 25th,
Friday,
that's the
February
day
25th.
before the big polar plunge,
Right.
at the Elks, from 4 to 8, Cheryl and him are making a denter. The adults' price is $18. Kids under 12 and under are 10.
Is that from 4 to 8?
Don't bring your infant baby. with you.
Remind me to go there, 'cause I'm going.
Smoking is not. Smoking, you can't smoke in the Elks.
I don't smoke.
Did you know they?
Hey,
quit
I am the
smoking in bars?
second.
vaping.
I'm the Pat.
No,
you know, I'm the
let me
second or
finish.
third
For
oldest
good
member.
God's sake, praise the Lord
Listen.
Jesus Christ to help.
Hey,
me.
wait a minute.
Understand it.
I'm the second or third oldest member in the Elks.
Good
you didn't
for
know
you.
that.
Nobody really gives.
Yeah, they do.
Line, you
They
know.
do.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do.
But let me ask you this:
What do you want to ask?
How can't smoke in a bar?
I don't know. I mean, we used to.
Why?
I
Pete?
just,
Because it gets from people's eyes. Smoke
Thank you.
will get your eyes.
All right. No, it's bad for your health.
It is.
The government's told us that,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So, can't smoke in a bar. But now they're trying to legalize smoke shops for weed.
Yeah.
Now,
in New York, they have that where you can smoke in the shop. So
Well, they had that, didn't they?
you can
Well,
smoke
you
in the
can.
shop.
Kabula or whatever it was. out
hookah.
there.
The hookah
Yeah,
lounge.
Hookah.
but so my question is,
Vaping,
how are you
vaping.
going to know if they're smoking weed or a cigarette in one of
The
those?
smell, Pat. You smelt that. I've never tried marijuana.
I've never smoked. I've never inhaled.
But you know the smell. You know the smell of marijuana, so you will know.
I know, but that overruns the smoke cigarette. Anyway, we'll go on.
Is it
go
or
on from
skunk?
there.
It's
So
legal, though, Pat.
Friday night, February 25th, Ben and Cheryl are putting on a brisket meal, and I'm telling you, they're very smoked brisket.
Ben, do you take credit
Cowboy-
cards? And I want 2 tickets.
Anyway, it'd be worth going to.
I'm going.
So,
I'm going.
Yeah,
Is that all you can eat, Pat?
Yep.
All you can eat?
There'll be big plates, I'll guarantee you that. And you can have my scraps.
Hey, do you know who works for Ben Brandt? You know who works for him? Customers. Kevin Tucci. Yeah. And he just got married.
Okay.
He plays poker with us. Good man. Good man.
Yep.
Ben has a lot of houses in town, and a lot of houses.
Got a lot of money.
And he's a very, very nice guy.
Got a lot of money.
Very nice.
Shared. Yeah. You know, I don't know of anybody. And I ain't kissing up to him because I know he ain't listening. But I know a lot of good people in Big Rapids, and let's just put he's one of them. Ben.
Yeah. Yeah, he is.
Doesn't dwell on money. God has been good to him and his family, and he knows it, and he gives.
Well, he has good people with him, working with him. Yep. And that's what helps. Like at Currie's, like at me, I had good people with me.
Yep.
They weren't fighting me. They were going right along with me. Just like Jen at the radio station. If she didn't have Bob, she'd be hurting. The only reason I'm here, and let me tell you something, the only reason I'm here is because of you.
Oh, well, thank you.
Currie, because you are a class act, my friend. Really.
I thank you very much.
Bob, you know Carl Linebaugh?
Very trying, you know.
You know Carl Linebaugh?
No.
No. I didn't think so.
Who is Carl
I don't know anybody.
Who is Carl Linebaugh?
Oh, he's a has-been. He used to be here at the bank.
He used to be my teller when he was at the old chemical bank where Lake Osceola was.
Really?
And then he moved over to First National Bank.
You're cool, Pete.
And then he became a friend of your brother was on that board.
The bowling team, Big Rapids bowling team.
What happened to it?
No, what happened?
They are doing very well.
What's your record?
Very well.
What's your record?
I don't know, but they're doing really well.
Is your niece on there?
Uh-huh.
There's a Currie on there, I know that.
Yep. Yeah. She's doing Mackenzie. Yeah, she's doing real good. And so, anyway, Big Rapids sports are doing real well right now.
Yeah, they are. You know who the athletic director is?
Do you know who they are?
The athletic director for Big Rapids sports is Pat. Mm-hmm. Who is it, Pat? Quick. Dawn Thompson. Remember that name. She is a class act. Mm-hmm. Have another donut, buddy.
Well, I haven't had one yet.
Yeah. He was the first one in those donuts.
I only ate a quarter of one.
I know you did.
Hey,
but you didn't need any of it. So
if somebody came in here right now and said, off the street right now, let's say they sap out here in the ditch and wrecked their cart so it wasn't drivable, they would call Curries Towing, obviously. Mm-hmm. And at 796-5351, Curries Towing. Yeah. But anyway, they'd come across the street here and ask you, where do I buy a car? What would you say?
Bad Ford.
Bad Ford.
See, I have some. My spokesperson will answer that for me.
How come you have Big Rapids Towing on all the time?
Because he's on with it. One of our sponsors.
Why?
Exclusives.
Oh, you don't do exclusives.
We don't do exclusives.
Why even bring him up, Pete?
Well, I don't know.
Anyway, you call Bob Ford.
But he and Cam go back and forth all the time.
Well, how about
Facebook,
the Winger agency, Seth Winger, and how about the Big Rapids Pennzoil with Kim, Zach Wells, the Zach man, and then how about Roxanne and Zion?
There you go, all of them.
Well, I'll tell you what, talk about towing trucks and stuff. Our truck like theirs is new, but I'm telling you, we're in the world of you know what.
How much does a truck like that cost, that big one, Pat? Seriously.
It's
250,000.
But I got one right now. It's got 40,000 miles on it. It's been in the shop for almost 2 months.
Isn't that so?
You know why?
Why
can't get
computer.
Computer.
I'm telling you, don't buy a diesel.
Okay.
If you buy anything up over 650, you have to go to a diesel. But anything underneath that, I was talking to Wayne in Lansing about it. They got probably one of the biggest towing companies in Lansing, and he said he went to gas on everything.
Where do you buy your trucks from?
Oh,
can you get them from Bab Ford? But
most of China.
China.
Can you get them from Bab
Ford? That was my question. Any of these were made in, I can't remember the company, in Wyandanch, New York. They're one of the big
talk over each other.
wrecker makers.
What is?
No, one of the big tow truck makers is in Wyandanch, New York. So I know where that is. So.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's on Long Island. So
really?
It's a Long Island board and bread.
I'm trying to think who that is. I don't know.
All right, we'll look it up.
But I know Miller's is the biggest, and they're out of Chattanooga, Tennessee.
Ah, okay.
I'm going to have that Danish.
Have one.
See, it was nice. I have it in the box from Van Brocklin's this morning. It was in the bag last week, and Brian Miller's tried to talk over there with the bag. So it's good. His mouth's full, so while his mouth's full, maybe we should take a break here.
Coffee break. Let's play a good song.
Well, let's take a coffee break, and we will be back.
You didn't play Return.
Hey, I was in Zot's Bar, and they're one of our... we had Zot's Bar.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
I was sitting there with Dave Tassoni.
Right.
Doug Rant, owner.
Right.
Roxanne, down seats. Just boy club. Scott Myers, Mike Monahan. We're sitting there. What song do you think came on? And nobody knows who put it in. Because you can do it from your phone.
Yeah, I know that, yeah.
What song do you think hit the Redneck Bar Big Rapids?
Oh, I don't know. I love this bar. One of those.
That's my favorite song. Doug plays that for me every time I come in there. No tiptoe through the tulips.
No.
Yep. And then I go in there for a sandwich. Denny Tassoni's family was in there, Dave and Mike. And
how is Dave doing, by the way?
Good. Doing real good. That song came on again.
Really?
I wonder if something's trying to tell me to change my ways.
I have no idea.
But anyway, we don't want to play that song.
Well Built is in Wyandanch, New York, by the way.
What is it called?
Well Built.
Oh, yeah, that's a newer company.
Okay, well, I don't know. I've seen them around a long time.
When was it established?
I don't know.
90s?
I think before that.
Was it?
Yeah, Well Built.
Yeah, I've heard of them. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, good company, yeah.
So, anyway, it's all loading up. I don't know exactly. About us, let's see. Gallery. That's not going to... why don't we take our coffee break here, take time out for our sponsors, and we'll be back with more Pat and Pete Show on B1039. Bab Ford has several openings in its Reed City location. Currently, they're looking for quality, dependable body shop technicians, as well as top-notch detailers. Bab Ford is a great company, and these openings could lead to a long-term commitment. So to apply, simply go to Bab Ford in person during normal business hours. The Bab Ford family, equal opportunity employer.
Sounds from your car or truck mean something. Don't ignore them. Thousands of miles over what that little sticker suggests? Get it in to be seen. With no appointments needed, Big Rapids Pennzoil and Auto Repair can get you in and seen right away. Oil changes, new tires to full auto repair. Big Rapids Pennzoil makes it easy. It's it all off with a free car wash every time. Local service from local people. That's the Big Rapids Pennzoil difference. Pull on in, you'll see, and you won't hear that sound anymore. 710 North State Street, Big Rapids.
I'm Seth Wenger from Wenger Insurance. For more than 100 years, we've been providing professional service and competitive insurance to West Michigan. Come visit us on Perry Street in Big Rapids or at 796-0778. We're here for you now, and we'll be here when you need us most. 796-0778. Okay, Pat and Pete, back to you.
Oh, God bless you, Bobby. You know, this morning we were going to have somebody on.
Oh, you're not listening. We'll only play at 30 seconds of it. Not even that much.
Well,
that's enough of that.
Wait till my mouth is full.
Oh, do you want me to play that? And you can have better tiding him.
No.
Yeah, his mouth's full of Danish.
Yeah.
Danish. Now he's sipping a little coffee.
Yeah.
He's having fun.
There you go.
He's thinking about what he wants to say. He's looking at his phone. He always wants to look at his phone.
Well, that's where he gets his information.
And his mouth is just going
is the news.
He's going to swallow that donut whole.
Yep. Hey, one thing, and I'll put this on the table when I come back from my Florida
trip.
When are you going?
I'm going the 22nd of February.
When's Jen come back?
She comes back like the 21st of February.
What are you going to do down there?
See our friend Holmes. Going to see him.
Yeah, that's good. How's he doing, by the way?
He's doing much better.
Is
He's
he
up
ever
and
going to
around.
come back and be on the air?
Oh, I wish. And you know what? The minute he can do that, we will make that happen from Florida. Have the technology.
Who took over for him? What guy took over for him?
Well, we have Ray Michaels, who...
I'd like to meet him sometime.
He's
I've
been
never
around.
met him.
Yeah, he's around. So, actually, he works very late up at Newsnet up in Cadillac, and so he works till 3 a.m.
So he's not a local
sleeping.
boy.
No, he lives right here in Big Rapids.
Okay.
But he sleeps till late. So, So basically, that's that. And, he'll be in later today. And, so here's what's going to happen. When I come back, we're actually going to take the show on the road. We're actually going to take the whole show over to Currie's one morning, and we're going to do the whole thing there with a live studio audience.
Oh, that'll be good.
Oh, that will be wonderful.
Will be great.
I'm telling you, we got some of the best people in the world coming there, all the way from the factory workers to
executives.
I think we need to do the whole morning show. Maybe we'll do that.
Just one time.
Yeah, but we can do the one over there every once in a while. I wouldn't do that every week, but as a one-off,
I won't be on it.
You won't have to be on it.
No, I won't be on it.
You can sit back.
I won't be on it.
Why?
I'll sit back.
You can stand outside, look through the window.
Yeah, right. You can be out pumping gas for the customers.
He doesn't want me to be on it.
Yeah.
Hey, you know why he doesn't want to do it over there, Bob?
I'll do it over there.
Because the first thing in the morning, if you're there, when he gets there, you know what he does? He goes through the gardens.
Yeah.
Gets enough money to come in and buy his coffee.
Right.
It's about money, Bob. Stocks and bonds.
I pay for my coffee for a week at a time.
There you go.
Maybe 2 weeks.
A subscription.
With a coupon that your wife got.
No coupons. Cash.
Hey. Okay.
Now you're looking at your phone.
Coffee subscription over.
What are you doing? You're looking at your phone.
Who do we love more in Big Rapids than Pete?
Yep, absolutely.
Only the good Lord.
Yep.
Thank you, Pat.
I said to my grandson, that reminds me, if Jen will let me, I have another kind of show I want to do on the radio.
Okay.
And I'm not going to tell you or her until I bring the guest in here.
Okay.
And I'll tell you what, it's going to be one heck of a show.
Okay.
Yep, you're going to do a lot of beeping.
Oh, okay.
Because the truth's going to come out of these people when I interview them.
Mm-hmm. So it's political insight.
No, better than that.
Oh, okay.
It's the truth.
Okay.
And I think it's going to be called The Truth.
The Truth.
Yep.
With Pat Currie.
So look forward to that.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure she'll let me do it.
Okay.
Do you think she will, Bob?
I think so.
Probably not.
It won't be as long as Pete's and mine.
Yeah.
But it'll be a half-hour show.
Yeah.
And the questions will be answered with pure honesty.
What is one question? Just give me one. What question you think you're going to be on there?
Well,
without giving away the program.
No, I people are going to wonder what the heck I'm up to, but I'm telling you, Bob.
Well, give me the question.
And people are going to love it.
Let's hear it. It's a 5-minute ramp here.
Let's hear the question.
What is your favorite sport?
My favorite sport? Actually, my favorite sport probably is football. I like football.
Well, that's one
pro
of the questions
football. I like pro football.
I would like a political discourse show where the people who are on that show are forced to give a yes or no answer. Period.
I don't think we ought to talk politics.
No.
I don't think we ought to talk politics or religion.
I didn't say it was politics.
I know.
But Bob,
how about religion and politics?
Bob, I might ask a question like that, and it would be political.
Political.
And they will answer it yes or no.
Okay, good.
I'm
not talking about
what's your
generally.
favorite sport? What's your favorite sport?
Tiptoeing through the tulips. That way, non-political.
There you go.
There's jelly all over your finger from the...
I can tell you a tiptoe through the tulip story that you would never believe.
Your station would have that radio, that record.
Of course they would.
Anyway,
is that
10,000 golden oldies I brought them back in New York.
Just little
is that 80s?
Blueberries.
Yeah, I know it.
You know who makes a really mean blueberry pie?
My wife.
And I bought almost every one at auctions when she sells them.
Who?
Guess, Bob. I'm not going to tell you. Guess.
I don't know. My wife makes the best I've ever
No.
Yes, she has.
I mean, excluding your wife, my mother, and my Aunt Margaret.
Right, yeah, okay. I don't know. I mean...
nope, that's not it.
Okay. Jenna Crunch.
Catherine Mandrella.
Okay.
Jerry, they live out there on Arthur Road off 160th in Colfax Township. Catherine makes one mean... Well, that whole family, her daughter.
And Frank, yeah. I know. Frank works with us at the house, yeah.
Did all your landscaping, right?
I went to his wedding, and I went to his... He does, and his son Jack is just one of my dearest little men. Mm-hmm. Talked him into going in the Marines, and he's a very Lance Corporal.
We buried
in North Carolina.
We buried this week Pat Mandrella. Did you know Pat?
I didn't know.
I didn't think so. John and Pat lived out on 135th, I think, off of North 17 Mile Road. They were farmed, and he worked Consumers Power for years. She used to work at Giant Way, I believe, or Kroger, one of them.
Yep.
Pete, you remember?
Yep.
You know Pat.
Yeah.
Raised 3 sons.
Yep.
Steve, Joe. Yep. They're all fine young men. She had Parkinson's real bad. And she fought that. And I remember, I don't know how many years ago she got it, but they were very loyal to us at Curries, as a lot of Mandrellas and Federicks are. And we had a good relationship. Real quick, and I maybe be boring you, Bob, on this, but her mother, Alice, stood up for my mother, and it was the maid of honor wedding. Funeral. But anyway,
wedding.
They had 13 girls. They lost one, otherwise they'd had 14. And we had 12. And I'll never forget when we were kids, my mother and Alice were best of friends, so she'd take us kids out there in the station wagon with no seatbelts, and I'm still to this day mad at my mother for that. She didn't put us in refrain.
Well, none of our kids had seatbelts.
I never wore
we should have.
And we didn't have those baby bassinets. Those baby bassinets.
And on top of that, it was gravel road all the way out there.
They were hoping you'd get brain damage.
I think I did. Back windows down all the way out there, and Joe and I
would brain damage.
Joe and I would sit out there in the back window with our heads out like dogs.
The trick is that if you fooled around in the back seat, your mom hit a bump and you hit your head and knocked some sense into you. That's how it works.
That's another discussion for another day.
But let me tell you,
I'm trying to be serious here. Yeah. They had the nicest family. We drove up in that yard of theirs, and those girls were outside working. Oh, my Lord, they were workers all the way from Sharon to Mary Jo, and just a great family. And all the girls were there at the funeral, obviously, and I looked at that and memories came back. And just like I say, Pat, she was a terrific Catholic. She did a lot there with the flowers, a lot with the lunches, and in her bad days, she'd show up to help. Her and Michelle Christner's did a lot there, and just they were all good buddies, and she never wanted anybody to feel sorry for her. She'd come in the station, get her whole milk, and get out of that pickup.
Is that in the bottle?
No, it was in the plastic.
Oh, plastic?
But anyway, she'd struggle to get in there, and a lot of times I'd say, Pat, we'll carry the milk out for you, and she'd thank us, and eyes of hers were just, oh my Lord, she's a saint, no doubt about it. She lived life the way God wanted her to, and it's a tribute to Alice Frederick, her mother, and the rest of the girls are just following her footsteps. They're just well-rounded people.
Yeah.
Yep. So we lost a saint there. Anyway,
let me talk 1 minute. Big Rapids school system, we need bus drivers. So if any bus drivers are out there, please consider going to work with us, and we can fit you in a 7 or 8 hour day. And the other thing is, I think we need an art teacher.
Oh, really?
So I think we need an art teacher. So at the middle school. So if any of you are artists and have a degree in art or whatever, we need an art teacher, and we have our board meeting Monday night for the big system. So if you want to come out, our team, our administration, they're doing. I mean, we get coronavirus every day in one of our schools, and I'm telling you, they are doing such a great job talking to our parents, making sure everything's done right, making sure our kids are safe, and I want to officially commend them for that.
All right.
All to our
now,
6
Bob,
listeners.
Bob,
Yeah.
call Tim Heist up.
Okay.
Call them up.
Tell him you owe $10 for that.
796-2627. That'll get them.
Okay. And I thought you said fart teacher.
No, I said art.
Didn't it sound
You know something?
That's an art too.
Your mind.
I thought
your mind.
that would be about what direction
your mind.
liberals are going.
Your mind.
Masters in flatulence, right?
This is A-R-T. Art. I don't talk.
Didn't it sound like it there
Could
again?
be a little bit.
No.
You better play tiptoe.
But that's where your mind goes. But I haven't played Return to Sender, Bob.
It's coming at the
I'm
end.
really a little upset about
No,
that.
don't worry about that. Hey, before we close, I'd like to mention no shave policy at the Sheriff's Department through Brian Miller.
Nice.
Raised $1,800.
Nice.
For the Susan Wheatlake Center.
That's good. That's really good.
Pretty awesome, isn't it? Yeah. No. And,
Here, Pete.
is that Heather calling?
No, that's.
Oh, I gotta reach. There we go. There we go. Now he's got a bell. Actually, Pat was the one with the bell for a while when he wanted to change the subject. He had the bell. So.
All right. You guys done?
Yeah, we're done.
Go ahead.
Are
I
you?
gotta
You've
sit
been
down
talking
again.
for the last 20
Also,
minutes.
the little fellas, the Cameron Miller's team, not just his team, but there's a lot of them. I'm kissing up to the sheriff and his wife this morning. Well, that's the way I am. Anyway, they won. The hockey team won their district title last Sunday.
Nice.
And with your help and Bob's help, Pete, give them some gas money from Currie's Amico. They're heading to Ironwood, Michigan, if you know where that's at. On
Get 'em a
March
plane.
11th. They're going up to March 11th for the state title.
Wow.
What grades are those? 8th
Yeah.
and what?
8th, 7th, 8th grade team.
How about the 6th?
Might be if they're good enough. But anyway, so they're all
Well, that
heading.
far, you might as well go to Duluth. You know?
Yeah.
Worst thing you do is tell someone you're leaving for the weekend, so we're not going to say who's on the team over the radio.
Yeah, okay.
You know, we
Good
won't-
idea.
But anyway, so that's what's
But
going on.
by the way, Bob's leaving for Florida in a couple of
Yeah,
weeks.
well, I got somebody who's watching the
They're
house.
watching his house.
I got somebody watching the house, so we're set up.
Maybe
Pistol
they'll-
back
We're
in
fully
Mama's.
staffed.
So what are we going to do here, Bobby?
Well, are you done? or-
Return to sender.
Well, that's coming, but I got one other.
We're done. We're done.
There's one more thing I'd like to say. If you're a farmer out there, it's a good time to spread your manure this time of year.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So this
Is
is
it
where
really?
we're going to smell
Is it really?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah.
Where do you get the
There's
manure?
nitrogen
Big
in the
Rapids,
snow when it covered it up.
Where do you get it? Big Rapids Farm and Garden? The manure?
Peterson's Farms.
Peterson-
You can go
yeah.
over to my house. There's a lot of BS over there.
Yeah, I know that.
Come over to
But
gas
that's a
station.
lot of
We
horse.
have our friends
horse
up at
manure.
Morgan Composting and Dairy.
What's the
too.
best,
And
horse manure
I
or
would
cow
like
manure?
to thank Jake Walston and the city crew for patching the holes in your pavement.
Your pavement?
Mm-hmm.
Tell me what's better,
city.
horse manure or cow manure?
Cow by far.
Is it really?
Yeah, horse
Then why do you
too
have
hot.
horses and no cows?
Well, we let ours break down
Who picks it up off the track? You pick it up off the track?
Yep, every day. You've got to.
Boy.
Environmentalists are on you if you don't.
Yeah.
Yep.
But we let ours.
Not like the dogs in the park, you know.
Okay, Bob, have a nice day.
Are you done?
I'm out of
Good,
here.
we're getting rid of him.
Things up here?
I'm out of here.
So good.
Thank you.
Well, thank you very much. Curries Corner here on B1039. I'll play one here for Pat, and then I'll play.
Oh, yeah, don't play
There
one
you
for
go.
Pete.
Play good. Not
one for Pete's
tiptoe,
coming
though.
up after Pat's.
What are you playing?
This. Here we are.